Hi, this is Scary Star Being with Scary's Wide World of Mystery. I'm going to be doing a reading for the upcoming new moon solar eclipse in Cancer. And what that means is that the sun, a new moon is always the sun conjunct the moon. That's when the sun and the moon meet up at the same point in the same sign in the natal chart. I believe it's going to be a penumbral eclipse. I could be wrong. I think I read that somewhere, so if I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments. Alright, this is a reading for Sagittarius. I've got your cards. Okay. This is an interesting reading. Okay. Alright. Oh dear. Judgment. Self-reflection. The energy of judgment begets more judgment, okay? So when we put out judgment, or that vibration of judgment, by thinking judgmental thoughts of ourselves and of others, that energy, there has to be an equal and opposite reaction to that energy that is sent out, and eventually it comes back, okay? The only thing that I've noticed people get stuck in is, instead of taking personal responsibility for that judgment that they have made, against themselves or others, then they can absolve the other person of also having to receive that judgment, and then also, it's sort of like I want to say it's an energetic exchange that happens between two people. Once judgment is sent, the other person assesses that judgment and sends it back, okay? And it's not out of any kind of malice. It's just sort of the natural order of things that happens. Judgment always, it always comes back. But, one person can stop the judgment cycle by refusing to engage in it, I guess, by redirecting their thoughts to more productive and less critical means. Okay, it all starts with the self. It's usually all in how we treat ourselves. People who are especially judgmental are very hard on themselves usually. So they usually have unrealistic expectation of themselves, of not only themselves but of others as well. And because they fail to reach those high expectations, they beat themselves up. And that hurts too much, so in order for them to get rid of it, they turn around and they send that energetic beating of judgment on others, okay? So that all being said, that was kind of an intense channeling. Either you or someone that you are dealing with is feeling really judged, okay? And it's obviously a karmic lesson that has to be learned between the two individuals, right? So once we can accept and learn the lesson, then the cycle can end and things can start to look, better. Okay. Next card is Page of Swords. And down there it says gossip, okay? What do I think of gossip? Well, honestly, I think it's pretty malicious. Usually people that speak ill of others are very self-loathing. It's not usually out of anything that's really legitimately wrong with the person that they're gossiping about. Sometimes some people will just gossip out of jealousy because they have it out for somebody that they're jealous of, So, I don't know, man. I don't like to engage in gossip. It doesn't, it's a vibration that doesn't feel good to me. It feels like it's really closely related to this Judgment card. So, yeah, ugh. So what I'm getting is that this is either happening to you or to somebody that you know, okay? You might be in on the rumor mill, and now you have the choice. Page of Swords always has a choice. You have the choice to either confront it directly and say, hey, I don't like gossip. Can we please change the subject, Or you can perpetuate that gossip, you know what I mean? And that comes with consequences, all right? That comes back to you too. Those that gossip to you are gossiping about you as well. So, So, I don't know. I would suggest that you don't, for your own sake, not for anybody else's, you don't engage in the rumor mill or the gossip mill, because it could come back to bite you in the butt in a big way. All right. Wow, this is kind of a heavy reading, Sagittarius. I don't even know who this is connecting with, but this is crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just glad I don't get involved with stuff like this. All right. Yeah, that's why I don't have friends. Eight of Pentacles, achievement. So, maybe you come from a situation like this into achievement somehow. I don't know what this means, honestly. I don't know if this is about social climbing or a triumph over something. I'm trying to get a read on this card, and it's like, it's being very vague with me right now. So maybe it's Maybe it's persevering in the face of maliciousness, like, geez. Sorry, my hand is shaking now. I'm sitting in the shade because when I sit in the sunlight, it's a little too bright and the light just drowns the cards out. So if I sit in the shade, I can actually see the cards better on camera. And yeah, I'm probably just breaking the tension by changing the subject, because that's what Pisces likes to do when a really heavy subject gets brought up. Okay, this message almost hurts me, guys. This is a sad story to me right now. This is a really sad story. This could be about somebody social climbing, and sometimes the Page of Swords can be somebody who stabs somebody in the back just to get ahead in life, or I don't know, to look better in somebody who's higher up's eyes. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's something benign, on the other end of the coin. It could be something benign. And maybe this is happening to you. Do you feel like somebody is trying to slander you in order to social climb? This is heavy, guys. This is really heavy. Like, I am concerned. I don't like having to give messages like this. Sorry, there's a loud child with a speaker driving by on his bicycle, and he most likely came from me, so had to peep where he was going. All right. So the final card is Justice, okay? So regardless of whether or not this situation happened to you or you did this to somebody else, there's going to be justice, okay? Like I said, it will always come back to you. Whatever you put out will always come back to you. So when we do mindless things like gossip about other people, that energy will always come right back to bite us in the butt, okay? So, be mindful. If you hear something about somebody, why don't you ask them about it? That's what I would do. I would ask them about it, because that way, you can hear it firsthand, if it's true or not. But that's besides the point, okay? A lot of people try to parade themselves as knowledgeable when they're really ignorant, okay? So, I guess try not to hold things against other people, Gossip is, words are cheap. Gossip is petty. Brush it off. I don't really talk to a whole lot of people, so I don't really hear a whole lot of gossip. Except for these birds and these trees over here, man. They've got all the tea on everybody. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys prevail, and, this cycle can end in a way that is informative, okay? All right. I wish you guys the best. Talk to you later. Bye.